Hi everyone, and welcome to World Revolution channel. Book Summary: Master Your Time by a Practical Guide to Increase Your Productivity by Thibaut Meurisse. Let's enjoy the video. Please subscribing to my channel for more great content like this. You'll be notified when I upload new videos. Master Your Time, a practical guide to increase your productivity and use your time meaningfully by Thibaut Meurisse is a guide that helps readers understand the value of their time and how to use it effectively. The book provides practical strategies to beat procrastination, move forward with your goals, reclaim thousands of hours of your time, and utilize them to achieve your goals and dreams. The author emphasizes that your time is one of your most valuable assets. 12. Every day, you're using time to either move closer to your goals or away from them. When you continue to misuse your time, you move further away from the ideal life you hope to create. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can learn to make both meaningful and effective use of your time. Here are some examples of the principles outlined in the book. 1. Time management at work. Many professionals struggle with managing their time effectively. The book provides strategies to help prioritize tasks and eliminate distractions. 2. Balancing personal and professional life. Many people find it challenging to balance their work and personal life. The book offers insights on how to allocate time for both. 3. Achieving long-term goals. The book emphasizes the importance of setting and working towards long-term goals. 4. Overcoming procrastination. Many individuals struggle with procrastination. The book provides practical tips to overcome this common issue. 5. Improving productivity. The book offers strategies to boost productivity, such as eliminating distractions and focusing on important tasks. Introduction. Time is a scarce resource that we often fail to value. We have 24 hours each day, but how we use it determines what we accomplish. For instance, consider how many hours you might have spent watching TV. This time could have been used to work towards meaningful goals. The text uses the example of Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. Despite his wealth, the author would rather be in his own shoes 4 years ago when he was an unknown author losing money with his business. Why? Because he had time, a resource even Buffett cannot buy. The author then shares his personal journey. He started taking serious action towards his dreams when he realized the value of his time. He wrote down where he wanted to be in 5 years, set goals, and took daily action to make progress. 5 years later, most of his goals became reality. He became a full-time writer and sold over 200,000 books worldwide, even in a highly competitive market and in a foreign language. This journey serves as an example for readers. Even if you don't take any action towards your goals, time will pass anyway. So, it's better to make the most of it and hopefully end up where you want to be. The book, which aims to help readers use their time more effectively. It covers topics like understanding productivity, changing your perception of time, making meaningful use of your time, enhancing productivity, and developing extraordinary focus. In conclusion, readers to value their time and use it wisely to achieve their dreams and live a meaningful life. It's a call to action to become the master of your time and achieve more than you can possibly imagine. Remember, you are time rich. If you use your time well, you can achieve many of your goals in the coming years. The choice is yours. Are you ready to become the master of your time? If so, let's get started. Part 1: Understanding Productivity begins by highlighting that time is one of our most valuable assets. Every day, we're using time to either move closer to our goals or away from them. When we misuse our time, we move further away from the ideal life we hope to create. However, it doesn't have to be that way. We can learn to make both meaningful and effective use of our time. What productivity truly means and how it works. It's not just about doing more, but doing what's important and doing it well. The book provides strategies on how to overcome procrastination, a common barrier to productivity. This could involve breaking down tasks into manageable parts or using techniques like the Pomodoro technique. Key takeaways. 1. Value of time. The book begins by highlighting that time is one of our most valuable assets. Every day, we're using time to either move closer to our goals or away from them. 1. For example, spending hours watching TV could be time spent towards achieving a personal goal. 2. Misuse of time. When we misuse our time, we move further away from the ideal life we hope to create. 1. For instance, procrastinating on important tasks can lead to missed opportunities. 3. Meaningful use of time. We can learn to make both meaningful and effective use of our time. 1. This could mean choosing to read a book or learn a new skill instead of aimlessly scrolling through social media. 4. Productivity. The book explains what productivity truly means and how it works. It's not just about doing more, but doing what's important and doing it well. 5. Overcoming procrastination. The book provides strategies on how to overcome procrastination. This could involve breaking down tasks into manageable parts or using techniques like the Pomodoro technique. 6. Time management myths. The book debunks common myths that prevent us from mastering our time. One such myth is the belief that we can multitask effectively when in reality, it often leads to decreased productivity. 7. Personalized productivity system. The book encourages creating a productivity system that works for you. This could involve using tools like to-do lists, calendars, or productivity apps that suit your style of working. 8. Using time meaningfully. The book outlines 7 criteria to ensure you use your time meaningfully. This could involve spending time on activities that align with your values and goals. 9. Reclaiming time. The book teaches how to reclaim thousands of hours of your time and utilize them to achieve your goals and dreams. This could involve cutting down on unnecessary activities or learning to say no to tasks that don't align with your goals. 10. Achieving goals. The book emphasizes that by using your time wisely, you can achieve your long-term goals and live a fulfilling life. For example, the author shares his journey of becoming a full-time writer by effectively managing his time. Using past and future properly. The book begins by highlighting that time is a constant present moment, and the past and future are mental models we use to maximize our present and create a better future. Misusing these models can lead to suffering and impact our productivity. The author discusses how to use your past effectively. The past is just memories recalled in the present. Misusing the past can include feeling sorry about past events, wasting energy trying to change the past, feeling ashamed or guilty for past actions, and idealizing the past. To use the past effectively, the author suggests focusing on past successes and accomplishments, remembering times of courage, giving empowering meaning to negative events, practicing self-compassion, letting go of difficult events, and seeing the past as detached from the present. The future is used effectively by projecting yourself into the future you wish to create and planning for it. Planning helps identify what needs to be done, eliminates distractions, and establishes a clear path. Once planning is done, you can project yourself into the future to experience the excitement of achieving your vision. Misusing the future can include worrying about future events, focusing on potential problems, and making future events a bigger deal than they are. To use the future effectively, the author suggests visualizing your goals, imagining future events going as planned, identifying potential problems and preparing for them, and avoiding making future events a bigger deal than they are. The present moment is the only thing we have. It's where we have fun, do meaningful work, and create deeper connections. When we're lost in our thoughts, dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, we let the depth and importance of the present moment slip through our fingers. However, we can learn to immerse ourselves in the present moment and use it to work toward being and acting as the person we aspire to be. This involves taking each day seriously, as one day is a small unit of life. Perceiving time as an investment. The section begins by distinguishing between spending time and investing it. Spending time refers to engaging in activities that don't bring long-term benefits, such as binge-watching Netflix or mindlessly scrolling through social media. These activities dissipate energy that can never be recovered. On the other hand, investing time involves utilizing available energy to create something valuable. This could be memories that last a lifetime, skills that serve for years, knowledge that improves life, products or services that express creativity and serve others, or mental/physical well-being that maintains and increases overall energy levels. For instance, the author shares that studying languages or taking online classes can be less tiring and more enjoyable than expected. These activities can even reinvigorate him, serving as an example of investing time wisely. The author introduces the law of diminishing returns, explaining that more isn't always better. For example, binge-watching a TV series for 4 hours may not provide 4 times the enjoyment of watching it for 1 hour. This concept encourages us to invest our time wisely, as today's energy can never be used tomorrow. The author also discusses the investment versus spending ratio, encouraging readers to assess how effectively they're using their time. For example, if you watch TV 2 hours per day, over 3 decades, you would have spent 21,900 hours, equivalent to watching TV for 16 hours a day for 3.75 years. If you cut the time spent in front of the TV in half, you could reclaim more than 10,000 hours of your time over 3 decades. In conclusion, this section emphasizes the importance of investing time effectively to build a better future. It provides practical strategies and examples that can help us take control of our time and use it to move closer to our goals. The choice is ours. We can either let time control us, or we can master our time and use it to create the life we desire. Understanding compound effect and long-term thinking. The section begins by highlighting that the ability to think long-term is one of the best predictors of success. People who regularly focus on where they want to be in the future make better decisions in the present. They tend to eat healthier food, be more productive at work, and save and invest more money than others. The author discusses the power of consistency and how it accumulates over time. Daily actions, when performed over a long period of time, activate the power of accumulation. For instance, if you study a foreign language every day for long enough, you will inevitably make noticeable progress. Each day will build on the previous one, allowing you to improve your skills. The author shares examples of the power of daily consistency. If you write just 500 words every day, you will have written 5 books like this one in just 1 year. In 10 years, you'll have written 50 books. And in 40 years, you'll have produced an astonishing 200 books. If you learn just 5 words of a foreign language every day, you'll have learned 1,825 words in a year, and 9,125 words over 5 years. That's enough to be fluent in any language. The author also discusses the power of long-term thinking. Visualizing a compelling future can drive you to act in the present with a higher level of excitement. Some studies have shown that people often derive more pleasure from anticipating a future event than from the event itself. The author emphasizes the importance of enjoying the process. Thinking long-term becomes more powerful when you learn to derive pleasure from making daily progress toward your goal. When the journey is pleasant, the destination becomes less relevant. And, paradoxically, you become much more likely to reach it. The author suggests the following action steps. 1. Write down the one daily habit that would have the biggest impact on your productivity long-term if you were to implement it. Imagine what the impact would be if you stuck to it for the next 5 to 10 years. 2. Practice visualizing your long-term goals for a few minutes every day. In conclusion, emphasizes the importance of understanding the compound effect and long-term thinking. It provides practical strategies and examples that can help us take control of our time and use it to move closer to our goals. The choice is ours. We can either let time control us, or we can master our time and use it to create the life we desire. Creating urgency. The section Creating Urgency begins by highlighting the importance of not wasting time on trivial things and acting as though we will live forever. The author suggests that to generate urgency, we must stop thinking in terms of years and start thinking in shorter time frames, such as 90-day periods. This is because 1 year is such a long time that it's almost impossible to stay motivated when focusing on a goal that is 1 year away. The author discusses the power of thinking in 90-day periods. 90 days is enough time to complete a significant project and make serious progress toward any major long-term goal. With 90-day goals, you can almost see the finish line, which incentivizes you to take immediate action and move quickly. The author also discusses the importance of implementing frequent deadlines. As Parkinson's law states, work expands so as to fill in the time available for its completion. Without enough milestones along the way, you'll find yourself tackling your tasks at the last minute. By breaking down your goals into multiple milestones, you can not only create a sense of urgency but also track your progress more effectively. The author shares his personal experience of writing books. He finds milestones to be extremely effective. Without specific deadlines and milestones along the way, he would probably never complete his books. To ensure he completes his books, he first sets a deadline, then establishes a few milestones, such as completing the outline and finishing the first draft. The author suggests the following action steps. 1.As a thought experiment, imagine you had only 90 days to achieve what you usually do in one full year. Feel the sense of urgency this creates and imagine how much more you'll achieve with such a mindset. 2. Choose one long-term goal and write it down. 3. Break it down into a few 90-day goals. Make sure it is a tangible goal you can picture. Make it a little challenging to create urgency. 4. Add specific milestones by setting monthly and weekly goals. 5. Write down what you need to do today to start making progress toward those goals. In conclusion, this section emphasizes the importance of creating urgency. It provides practical strategies and examples that can help us take control of our time and use it to move closer to our goals. The choice is ours. We can either let time control us, or we can master our time and use it to create the life we desire. The 5 most dangerous words you must stop using. The section begins by highlighting the common phrase "I don't have time" and how it's often used as an excuse to avoid taking responsibility for our lives, position ourselves as victims, or because we lack the motivation to do something. The author suggests that we often have more time than we think. For instance, the average American will spend over 14 years of their lives watching TV, using the internet, or being glued to their smartphones. The author emphasizes that we all have the same 24 hours in every day. Some people use this time to achieve extraordinary things, while others are always running around complaining they're too busy. The author suggests that whenever you say, "I don't have time," you give your power away to circumstances around you, and you let external factors dictate your behavior instead of shaping it from within. The author suggests the following action steps. Using your action guide, rate each statement below on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being false, 10 being true. I don't take full responsibility for my time. I position myself as a victim, complaining I don't have time. I fail to work on my goals because my reason isn't compelling enough. I feel the need to look busy to fit in with others and avoid having to think more strategically. Whenever you find yourself complaining you don't have time, do one of the following things. Say to yourself, "I choose not to make the time for this thing right now." Ask yourself, "How can I make the time for this thing?" It will help you uncover your priorities. In conclusion, this section emphasizes the importance of using time wisely and taking responsibility for our actions. It provides practical strategies and examples that can help us take control of our time and use it to move closer to our goals. The choice is ours. We can either let time control us, or we can master our time and use it to create the life we desire. Keeping a time log. Self-awareness is the prerequisite to any major change. The more aware you are of the way you spend your time, the more you'll regain control over it and be able to redirect it toward more meaningful activities. The author suggests a simple exercise to shed light on how you use your time. To complete this exercise, you should write down in detail all your daily activities for the next 7 days. This includes everything you do before, during, and after work. As you do so, you'll realize how much time you actually work versus engage in unproductive activities such as tackling minor tasks, wasting time on social media, or checking your emails compulsively. You'll also understand how you spend your time outside of work and whether it is what you really want to do. The author emphasizes that we tend to believe we know how we spend our time, but we often don't. Therefore, it's important to complete this exercise. By analyzing how you use your time each day, you begin to regain control over it. This new awareness fosters personal responsibility and enables you to increase the value you give to your time. The author suggests the following action step. Using your action guide, complete the time log. In conclusion, this section emphasizes the importance of keeping a time log and being self-aware about how we spend our time. It provides a practical strategy that can help us take control of our time and use it to move closer to our goals. The choice is ours. We can either let time control us, or we can master our time and use it to create the life we desire. Being productive the right way. The section begins by highlighting the importance of clarifying your long-term vision to be truly productive. The author suggests that what you focus on every day should be aligned with your long-term vision. If it's not, you'll end up in a completely different place from where you intended. The author suggests a series of questions to help gain clarity and develop an exciting vision. These questions are divided into 3 categories: eliciting desire, finding your strengths and unique abilities, and uncovering your passion. The questions aim to help you understand what you really want, identify your strengths and passions, and how you want to express yourself to the world. The author also discusses the characteristics of a good vision. A good vision is exciting to you, crystal clear, aligned with your values, allows you to feel alive and express yourself the way you wish, and pushes you to challenge yourself. The author suggests the following action steps. 1. Using your action guide, answer the 15 questions. 2. Write down your vision. Don't worry if it's still vague, as you can refine it over time. In conclusion, this section emphasizes the importance of being productive in the right way and developing a clear, exciting vision that aligns with your values. How to use your time well. The author uses the example of watching Netflix to illustrate these criteria. They conclude that while it was somewhat enjoyable, it did not meet the other criteria, making it an ineffective use of time. The author then shares their personal experience of replacing Netflix with more meaningful activities, such as studying Estonian and Japanese, taking online courses, and blocking distractions. The text emphasizes the importance of replacing unproductive activities with ones that are more productive and enjoyable. It suggests that the new activity should meet some of the 7 criteria mentioned. The author provides examples of activities that could be part of an exciting long-term goal or dream, such as studying a foreign language, learning to play a musical instrument, writing, or baking. The author's experience of learning Estonian is presented as an example of an effective use of time. Despite the challenges, the author finds the activity meaningful, enjoyable, and self-worth enhancing. The author concludes by encouraging readers to assess their own activities using the 7 criteria and to replace unproductive activities with more meaningful ones. Action step examples. 1. Assess current activities. Using the 7 criteria, look at all the activities you engage in during a typical day or week. Assess how much value you're gaining from each activity. 2. Identify unproductive activities. Identify one unproductive activity that you spend a lot of time on. This could be anything from watching too much TV to spending too much time on social media. 3. Find a replacement activity. Find a new, more meaningful activity to replace the unproductive one. This could be something related to your long-term goals or dreams, or simply something you enjoy. 4. Implement the change. Start spending time on the new activity instead of the unproductive one. Monitor your progress and adjust as necessary. The goal is not just to be busy, but to spend your time on activities that are meaningful, enjoyable, and contribute to your overall well-being and personal growth. It's about making the most of the time you have. How to increase your time. Borrowing time. This strategy involves asking for help more consistently and effectively. Instead of trying to figure out everything by yourself, you can ask others who might already have the answers. The author shares personal examples of how they borrowed time by asking friends for help with tasks such as finding translators for their books and getting a book cover designer. The author emphasizes the importance of building a habit of asking for help to save time and achieve goals faster. Action step examples for borrowing time. Identify your network. Make a list of 10 friends, colleagues, or acquaintances you're closest to. Identify their skills. Next to each name, write down what particular skills they possess. Identify what you need. Imagine that you could upload their brain directly into yours, and ask yourself what knowledge or skills would you like to receive from them? Thinking smartly, This strategy involves learning to make better decisions by shortening your learning curve, adopting a mastery mindset, asking empowering questions, approaching tasks smartly, and scheduling thinking time. The author emphasizes the importance of learning from others who've already figured things out, valuing the information you have access to, and applying it consistently until you achieve results. The author also warns against the shiny object syndrome, where people jump from one new fad to the next without achieving tangible results. Instead, the author suggests adopting a mastery mindset where you focus until you achieve tangible results. Action step examples for thinking smartly. Shorten your learning curve. Identify a task or project you're working on. Instead of trying to figure it out by yourself, find resources or people who've already figured it out. This could be online tutorials, courses, a coach, or a mentor. Adopt a mastery mindset. Identify an area where you've been jumping from one thing to the next without achieving tangible results. Commit to focusing on this area until you achieve tangible results. Schedule thinking time. Schedule regular time for thinking and making decisions about how to approach your tasks and goals. Remember, the goal is not just to be busy, but to spend your time on activities that are meaningful, enjoyable, and contribute to your overall well-being and personal growth. It's about making the most of the time you have. Improving your skills. The concept of improving skills as a way to effectively multiply time. It emphasizes the importance of deliberate practice and continuous improvement in mastering any skill. The author suggests two main strategies: improving current skills and practicing new skills the correct way. Improving current skills. This involves identifying the skills that, if improved, would boost your productivity the most. The author suggests considering the tasks you spend the most time on and identifying ways to improve your efficiency or effectiveness in those areas. Action step examples for improving current skills. Identify key skills. Write down the key skills you could learn or improve on to boost your productivity long term. Set improvement goals. For each skill, set specific goals for what you want to improve. Create a plan. Develop a plan for how you will work on improving each skill. Practicing new skills the correct way. This involves deliberate practice, which is practicing with intense focus and a specific intent in mind. The author uses the example of Benjamin Franklin, who improved his writing skills through deliberate practice. The author also cites the book Peak: Secrets from the New Science of Expertise by Anders Ericsson and Robert Poole, which outlines 7 characteristics of deliberate practice. Action step examples for practicing new skills the correct way. Identify a skill. Choose a new skill you want to learn. Find a program or course. Identify a specific program, course, or manual used by people who have achieved the goal you're after. Hire a coach or find a mentor. Consider hiring a coach or finding a mentor to guide you in your learning process. Ask for advice. Ask a friend who has achieved similar results for advice. The author concludes by emphasizing that improving your skills and practicing them deliberately can help you make better use of your time and become more effective. Remember, the goal is not just to be busy, but to spend your time on activities that are meaningful, enjoyable, and contribute to your overall well-being and personal growth. It's about making the most of the time you have. How to store time. Using money to store time. This involves understanding the power of money as a tool to store our energy and time for future use. The author suggests that accumulating money allows us to buy back time and gives us the freedom to make better use of our time. The author emphasizes the importance of saving and investing money to reclaim your time at a later date. Action step examples for using money to store time. 1. Identify your goals. Write down what you would do if you could store time, for example, retiring early, changing your career, dedicating more time to your hobbies, etc. 2. Plan your savings. Based on your goals, plan how much money you need to save each month. 3. Invest your savings. Consider investing your savings so that it works for you and increases over time. Becoming a smart consumer. This involves making mindful purchasing decisions by calculating how many hours you need to work in order to buy something. The author also discusses the concept of opportunity cost and the importance of understanding that each dollar spent is a dollar not invested. Action step examples for becoming a smart consumer. 1. Identify potential purchases. Write down a few things you'd like to buy. 2. Calculate work hours. Calculate how many hours you must work to buy them. 3. Consider alternatives. See if there are any alternative options. Can you buy something less expensive while getting more or less the same benefits? Or should you give up on buying those things because you can use the money more effectively? The author concludes by emphasizing that while you can always make more money, you can never acquire more time. Therefore, it's important to use your money as a tool to store time and to increase your income if you want to both spend more and save more. Conclusion. It emphasizes the importance of using time wisely and focusing on activities that are meaningful, enjoyable, and contribute to achieving one's goals. The author encourages readers to reflect on how they're currently using their time and to make necessary adjustments to regain control over their time. The author suggests that instead of complaining about not having enough time, one should ask themselves how they're going to use the little time they have available. The author reminds readers that even the richest people on Earth, like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates, cannot buy more time. Therefore, it's crucial to use time in a meaningful way. Action step examples. 1. Reflect on your time use. Take some time to reflect on how you're currently using your time. Are you spending it on activities that are meaningful, enjoyable, and move you closer to your goals? 2. Identify unproductive activities. Identify any activities that are devoid of meaning, boring, or move you further away from your goals. 3. Make adjustments. Based on your reflections, make necessary adjustments to your schedule to regain control over your time. This could involve reducing time spent on unproductive activities and increasing time spent on activities that contribute to your goals. 4. Stay focused. Stay focused on your main goals and make progress toward them each and every day. Remember, time will pass anyway, so you might as well use it in a meaningful way. The end. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. See you in next video.